My name is Daniel Otunge. I would like to welcome you to the launch of the Africa Science Media Center, which we are launching today so that we start working together with the journalists and also the experts in trying to promote effective and objective science coverage in Africa. Yes, the reason why we as Science Africa, why we are setting up the Science Media Center in Africa is because there is a lot of challenges that the journalists face in Africa and also the scientists themselves in terms of making sure that they communicate science information to the public in the right way. The journalists are experiencing challenges because sometimes you want to report on a breaking information on science, but you're not able to get experts who can be able to actually give you the right kind of information that you need to write that story and have it published as fast as possible. As a journalist, I understand that because it is sometimes gives a lot of pressure for you to be able to get the right expert that you need. For example, currently we have COVID-19. It keeps changing, it's evolving very, very fast. And how do you make sure that you get the correct information that, and the correct experts that you can interview very quickly when you want to turn around a story quickly? And apart from that, we have witnessed a number of challenges when it comes to effective science reporting in Africa in terms of accuracy of the stories that are published. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of myths that are going around being published as truths, yet they are not. But this can be cured if you have a platform like the Science Media Center, whereby the scientists and the journalists can interact so that they can be able to correct some of this misinformation about very, very critical issues like COVID-19. It's a matter of life and death. If somebody acts on wrong information, then you can be sure that it will bring a lot of danger to the person that is acting on that information. And the media being the source of the information to most of the public, it is important that accurate information gets into the media. And the Science Media Center globally has proven itself as a platform whereby you can, the journalists and the scientists can work together to be able to correct this information, to be able to provide the rapid responses that are required so that the journalists can be able to write effectively on science issues. Science Media Center is like a franchise. The first one was launched around 2002 in the United Kingdom. And the reason why it was launched in the United Kingdom in London is because by that time the UK was facing serious challenges in terms of reporting of diseases like Marburg and all that, and issues to do with food, because there were infections that were being faced. And the way the media was reporting on this in a very, very frenzied way necessitated the formation of a platform whereby the journalists and experts could meet and deal with these issues, because the public was being fed on the wrong information and it was creating a lot of anxiety. So the Science Media Center was established that can provide first and foremost maybe the rapid reaction to when a story is breaking and a journalist is running up and down trying to look for experts that they could talk to explain what this is all about, this unfolding event, what is it all about, then they were not able to find them. The scientists themselves were also kind of not very much willing to work with, they were skeptical about journalists. So to get a platform where the capacities of these scientists could be dealt with so that they can be able to trust the journalists and create trust between scientists and the journalists so that they can work together was necessary. The Science Media Center in the UK has really been praised for helping to manage information on science that gets to the public. And because of that, it has spread to other countries like Australia, like New Zealand, like Canada, Germany, United States of America, and recently Malaysia. So Africa was the only continent that really lacked, that did not have a science media center. And we are glad as Science Africa that we are able to partner with the Cornell Alliance for Science and also other partners to be able to establish at least a science media center for Africa here in Nairobi that will start working with the journalists and the various experts to be able to manage the science information. And the main aim, really, the main objective is to ensure that we have effective evidence-based science reporting in Africa, because that is necessary for socio-economic development of this continent. Yes, we invite all organizations that would be benefit if science information is properly managed. And these are governmental organizations like Ministries of Health, Ministry of Agriculture, and Ministry of Trade, Industry, and all that. We also non-governmental organizations. We have multinational organizations, regional development organizations like the AATF, the African Agricultural Technology Foundation. We have the CGIRs like the CIMIT here in Nairobi that is developing wonderful maize technologies that are going to benefit the people. We would like to partner with them so that we can be able to make sure that the science reporting in Africa is done well and people get the correct information. There's also the associations like the Kenya Medical Associations, with individuals like renowned doctors that can be able to provide the right kind of information to journalists to explain some of these very complex issues to the media. We would like to partner with them. We would like to partner with industry so that whatever they do, like for example, the manufacturing of medicine, when you talk about vaccines, there's a lot of challenges on that. Because people do not understand, there's a lot of misinformation about vaccines that would need to be explained. This requires partnerships. And the Science Media Center is designed to be independent, very, very independent, and therefore, if we were to receive and accept any donation, it has to be at a very minimal level. In fact, we are capping any support that we would be seeking or accepting from any organization to be at about 5% of our annual budget. So that would ensure that no particular organization is actually having leverage over the Science Media Center. We will ensure that. And on another level, we also want to partner with the academies of sciences, like the African Academy of Sciences is going to be a key partner in this. The National Academies of Sciences are going to be key partners in this, because they are the ones who actually hold the membership of the experts that are needed to educate society on matters of science. My call to everyone that is interested in better management of science information that gets to the public through the media and the journalists themselves as partners in this, the key partners, is that let's join forces to make sure that we manage our science, because no country has ever developed without mainstreaming science, technology, and innovations into its development agenda. And the best way to do that is to first and foremost make sure the public gets the correct information, that the policies that we come up with, the development policy, the science policies, are evidence-based. And for that to happen, there is need for engagement among the members of the public, and especially a very strong partnership or tripartite partnership between the scientists, the policymakers, and the media, so that the public can get the correct information. The investors can be sure that in Africa, science is well managed, and therefore it is a predictable environment whereby they can be able to invest safely.